Welcome to Fasting to Fit. I'm Denisha Island, and today I'm going to be talking about crazy fasting dreams, specifically food dreams. I don't know if you're someone who's had dreams about food or eating while you're fasting. So I'm currently on day 2 of a 7-day dry fast challenge. This is a part of a 60-day, 100-pound weight loss challenge, a goal that I've set for myself and that I'm working towards. If you want to watch those videos about my plan, that link will be in the description below. Also, if you want to watch some of the other videos that I have, I can also link those in the description. If this is your first time, please don't forget to subscribe. So, day 2 symptoms. This time that I had these signs and symptoms, they weren't like my regular day 2. It was more of a compilation of day 2 and 3. So I believe that I'm going through the healing process probably a little quicker than I had before on current fasts. So day 2, first thing that I always have is dry mouth. And that happened like it always does. I woke up, dry mouth. Okay. Blood sugar went down. Usually for me by day 2 in the morning, my blood sugar will go down about 10 to 15 points. And it did so as it always does. What was different was that I was a bit more emotional on day 2. That usually does not happen until day 3. You know, some of the things that come to the surface like fear, anxiety, and those things that I face and I'm trying to work through on a daily basis always come out and pour out in emotions on day 3. But this happened during day 2. So that was very interesting for me. One of the main symptoms that I do have on day 2, and this was like clockwork, food dreams. I don't know if you're someone who has food dreams while you're fasting. If you've had anything that has just interesting about food and eating while you're during the fasting process, please go ahead and let us know what kind of crazy dreams you have, or just even if you just have those crazy type of food dreams while fasting. I believe that a lot of it is just our subconscious mind and us, our physical body desiring to eat. So, you know, we are telling ourselves, okay, we're not eating, we're suppressing it in this realm as we move day by day. But while we're sleeping, it's just our physical body that is asleep. So we still have that desire for food. We still have that desire to eat. So I have been having crazy food dreams, and interesting enough, this time it was actually the foods that I have been thinking about. A lot of times I have these food dreams and they're all these random carbs, pizza, ice cream, all these things. This time I had dreams about oxtail. I have been wanting to make some oxtail. I have an Instapot and I have not used it at all. It's just been sitting there, and I've been thinking I'm gonna make some oxtail. I'm gonna make some oxtail at some point. Well, it hasn't happened, and this just manifested in my dream. And funny enough, I was not even the one who cooked the oxtail in the dream. Somebody else made it, and they were charging me $1 per oxtail. And I'm like, okay, let me get this oxtail. I've been wanting it. They were in those little styrofoam type of containers that carry like a pound of food, the real small takeaway containers. And it was crazy because I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get this oxtail, and somebody else is supposed to buy some. I'm like, okay, let me just get them some too. And we ended up, I ended up getting it. I gave them theirs. And then when we opened the packages, it was not even oxtail. It was not what we had paid for. It was not what we had desired. But it was like ground beef burger. And I love ground beef. It's something that I had actually been eating the whole last week during the time that I wasn't fasting. And it's something that really helps me, satiates me, and I feel great. But that is not what I was even desiring. It's not what I've been desiring this week. It's not what I even desired in the dream. So I'm like, oh my goodness, like, what is this about? Thankfully, I'm pretty good about interpreting dreams, but just that food will come up in my dream, and then it's like this ground beef and bread. I'm not even eating bread. I don't have any desire for bread. So super crazy. I don't know. I've had dreams in the past during fasting. It's usually around day 2. Um, like I said, pizza dreams where I'm just go and have a whole pizza, or there's a whole buffet in front of me, and it's not like I eat the food, but I just sit there and look at it. And it's just like one of the oddest type of symptoms of fasting. I do not dream about food on a regular basis. Yeah, I like to eat, but I'm not like daydreaming about food. I'm not having dreams about food on a regular basis. It's only during the times of fasting. So I always find it very interesting what my mind will continue to try and tell me I need, even though I'm like, no, I refuse it. I'm not going to eat it. It's not really something that I desire. Those things will try and creep up on you. I also want to just encourage you too that if you're having those crazy food dreams, it's kind of like our subconscious mind trying to plant those seeds for us to say, oh, I'm going to eat it, or I'm going to give up. Because while we're awake, we can try and divert those thoughts, but while you're asleep, you can't divert them. So if you have been kind of having those thoughts like, oh, I'm just going to eat, when you wake up, just think back. What was it that I was dreaming about? Was I dreaming about food? Is this like something weird happening that's trying to make me eat when I've already decided that I'm not eating? And I believe that this is something that happens to many people all the time. It's crazy. It happens. And it can also be super interesting, like in the dreams. It might not even be necessarily about the food. Other stuff has happened in the dream. You see other people, different things are going on, but you're still somehow find yourself in a situation where food is presented before you. And as I said before, I usually don't have any type of food dreams like during regular eating times. I guess my physical body is satiated. It's like, oh, okay, well, we don't have to worry about that. So yes, tell me about what is it that you dream about while you're fasting. I know that I've also had not only food dreams, but I also have a lot of exercise dreams while I'm fasting. Interesting enough that during the fasting time, I enjoy exercising even more than when I'm not fasting. I don't know if it's because of the extra energy from not having to digest food or what it's from, but I just get more encouraged to go out, exercise, and I have those dreams about exercising even though I'm exercising more. So that's also interesting. Then there's also those dreams that you get that are just like so revealing. There's so much revelation. You see things that end up happening. You see things that just show you like what direction to go in your life. And those are also amazing dreams to have during your fast. I know there are some times that I know a lot of people who fast, they say they don't sleep well during the fasting time, that they have like the ketones are high and they have interruptions in sleep. I sleep so much better. And what is your experience? Do you sleep better during fasting times, whether that be dry fasting, water fasting? I know I had more dreams during my Daniel's fast, the 40-day Daniel fast I did, than I had during any other time of fasting or any different type of fasting before. So what type of fasting have you done? Have you had some crazy dreams? Have they been eating dreams? So here on the screen, I have my weight. So yay! I've lost another 2.5 pounds, so I'm thankful for that. For on day 2, that I have now lost more, and I'm looking forward to losing more tomorrow. I did have a workout during the day 2 cycle, and during that time I was able to walk 2 miles, so that was awesome. During these 7 days I'm going to continue to post daily, and then we'll go back to the weekly weigh-ins. I hope that you would subscribe. I hope that you'll join me on this journey, and let me know what you're doing in terms of your weight loss goal. Have a wonderful day. Love ya.